My fascinating creature, take a breath. Don't rush. Let the stillness hold you for a moment. You've been calling this state you're in unmotivation, haven't you? That heavy fog that makes every small task feel monumental. That strange emptiness where ideas don't spark like they used to. You've looked at yourself and whispered, "What's wrong with me?" But what if I told you nothing is wrong? What if this isn't weakness at all? What if this very stillness, this lack of movement, is actually one of the most sophisticated protective mechanisms your mind has ever designed? Every pause, every hesitation, every quiet refusal to act. It's not laziness, it's communication. Your being is trying to tell you something profoundly important. You see, the human spirit isn't a machine. It doesn't move forward endlessly without rest. It's more like a tide. It moves out and it moves in. It flows and it withdraws. It creates and it restores. What you call unmotivation is the ebb of that tide, the sacred inward pull before the next great wave of creation. Perhaps right now you feel detached, disinterested, like your energy has slipped through your fingers. You wake up and the world feels muted, colors a little duller, sounds a little quieter. You want to move, but something inside whispers, "Not yet." Listen to that voice. Don't fight it. It isn't resistance. It's wisdom. Your mind, your heart, your body, they're orchestrating something together behind the scenes. They're recalibrating. They're gathering data from your past exhaustion, your overexertion, your silent heartbreaks. They're saying, we need to pause before we leap again. So let's reframe this moment. Your stillness is not a prison. It's a chrysalis. Think about the caterpillar. When it wraps itself in silk, the outside world sees inactivity. It looks motionless, even lifeless. But inside, something astonishing happens. Total disintegration. Every cell melts, reorganizes, reforms into something new. That's you, right now. You're not failing to act. You're transforming beneath the surface. All that potential energy you've buried, all that latent strength, it's like a coiled spring. The tighter it compresses, the greater the leap when it's finally released. So instead of despising this phase, honor it. Instead of rushing through it, inhabit it. Because this is the fertile ground of transformation. Maybe you've been taught that productivity equals worth, that if you're not moving, you're falling behind, that rest is laziness, reflection is indulgence, and stillness is failure. But that's not truth, that's conditioning. Real growth isn't a straight line, it's a spiral. You circle back, revisit old emotions, re-examine forgotten dreams, rediscover the reasons you began in the first place. Your apparent paralysis is a message from the deepest parts of you saying, wait, something within you has changed. The old fuel no longer works. You must find a new fire. So pause. Ask yourself quietly, what am I really yearning for? Not what I should want, but what my soul genuinely desires now. Sometimes the loss of motivation is just the soul's gentle protest against a path that no longer fits. It's not that you've stopped caring. It's that you've outgrown the reason you started. Imagine standing in a forest at dusk. The path ahead is shrouded, and the air feels thick. You can't see where to go, so you stop walking. But in that stillness, your eyes adjust to the dark. You begin to see faint outlines, subtle movements, a new direction revealing itself, one you would have missed had you kept charging forward blindly. That's what this moment is for. This sacred pause isn't punishment, it's guidance. It's an invitation to see differently. When you feel uninspired, it's easy to reach for noise, scrolling, distraction, temporary comfort. But what if instead you sat with it? No judgment, no expectation, just awareness. Feel your heartbeat. Notice your breathing. Ask, what part of me feels unseen? What part of me is tired of pretending? Often, unmotivation hides behind unmet emotional needs. The need to be understood, to feel safe, to be seen without performing. When those needs go unheard, the mind whispers, stop everything. We can't keep pretending. That's not failure. That's intelligence. It's your psyche protecting your authenticity. You don't need to fight your lack of motivation. You need to listen to it. Let it speak. Let it unravel the parts of you that are ready to evolve. Let it strip away the borrowed goals and external expectations that no longer serve your growth. Because once that happens, once you align again with your true essence, motivation doesn't return as a forced discipline. It rises naturally, like the dawn after the longest night. Not as a push, but as a pull, an effortless desire to move toward what genuinely lights your spirit. My therapeutic intervention, if we can call it that, isn't about control. It's about liberation. I'm not here to drag you out of your stillness. I'm here to remind you of the beauty within it. You're not broken. You're becoming. Each pause, each doubt, each whisper of hesitation. They are not the cracks in your journey. They are the space through which your next self will emerge. Breathe. Smile gently. You're not behind. You're precisely where your soul needs to be. Every symphony begins in silence. Every poem begins in a blank page. Every rebirth begins in stillness. Allow this moment to be what it is, the prelude to your next great movement. And when the time comes, when your spirit is ready, you'll rise, not out of guilt, not out of fear, but out of genuine clarity. You'll move with a strength so fluid, so real, that it will feel less like effort and more like inevitability. Until then, let yourself rest in your chrysalis. Let yourself breathe in the stillness between notes. Let yourself trust that something extraordinary is forming, quietly, invisibly, perfectly, because it is. And when you finally unfold your wings, you'll realize this pause was never a delay. It was your becoming. So, shall we continue this journey together? Step by step, word by word, breath by breath. I'll be right here, walking beside you through the beautiful silence of your transformation.